Good afternoon, Ms. Lord. Go ahead and have a seat. Now I'm going to go ahead and swear you in again. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll be giving today will be the truth?
I do.
Okay. And we've already got your name, so I don't know that we need that again, your spelling. So with that, Mr. Kodiaga, you may begin your questioning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You testified before to being able to retrieve some messages on the night or the early morning hours that Mr. Cooper was killed, messages between the defendant, Karina Cooper, and Houston Dinker.
Yes.
Judge, if you may have the monitor, would like to show what's been admitted as Defense B. The testimony, you stated that you are able to retrieve messages ending with go at 3:32:58. Can you see that?
Yes.
But testimony from the defendant where she claims that this message of the go was incomplete and that after this go she does text to as a follow-up message and then period and then sends another message which says sleep. When your review of these records, did you find that the message to and sleep sleep following the message to was sent by this phone at this time?
No, I did not locate any evidence supporting that.
And when you say you did not locate any evidence supporting that, what does that mean?
Yeah, so in review of the Snapchat bio app intents, if you go down to the same date and time stamp there that the message go was sent on June 18, 2021 at 3:32:58, there's no messages directly following that.
So no messages that were deleted or disappeared at that time following that, it's just go as the last message at that time.
Correct.
And so what you're saying is what she's testified to sleep, that's not possible from these records.
Correct.
And the next time, what's the next message that you see this defendant text Houston Dinker?
Yeah, so in review of those records, I did locate one message that was at 4:21. That did not post what the message was, but there was something sent to him at that time.
So at 4:21 is the next message sent to him, whereby the response to that 4:21 message is, yep, just woke up.
Yes.
And earlier on, there'd been conversation in this chat, in this link of send me something when I leave your house to open when I get to my house.
Yes.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Cross-examination.
What's the content of the message at 4:21? I cannot say. Like I said, there's no content there. It just shows the date and time stamp that there was a message sent.
So why do we have content for the messages leading up to it, but we don't have the content for that one?
I can't explain that.
You would agree that obviously there were other messages sent before the ones that we're seeing here because of the biomap intents. We know that there were more messages.
I'm going to object to be on the scope at this point.
Overruled, you can answer.
Prior to,
Yes. And we can't answer why sometimes the records are incomplete because it's proprietary information by Snapchat.
Yes.
I don't have any other questions.
Redirect.
Again, just to clarify, the go to sleep, that is not possible from the records that you're having.
In my expert opinion, that is not possible, correct?
All we have is go.
Yes.
No further question.
Ms. Watt, anything further?
Do you know for a fact, I mean, is it ever possible with a biome app intent that a message can be sent but not go through immediately?
If the contact is deleted, it is possible on their end. So if Houston were to delete it, it could have something sent, but the bioimpedance would still show that something was being sent.
Okay, I don't have any other questions.
And here, the biomap does not show that something is being sent, correct?
Correct.
No further question.
Right, thank you, ma'am. You may step down. Any further rebuttal from the state?
No, Your Honor, the state rests.
All right. So, council just want to approach just real quick to talk about the schedule. All right, we are back on the record with our jurors present, council and parties present, also with a little noise from the construction outside present. So bear with us. And it's my understanding that at this point the defense has an additional witness to call. Is that correct, Ms. Watt?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may call your witness.
All right, the defense calls Kristofer Lyon.
Good morning, Mr. Lyons. Just come on up and have a seat to my far left, if you would. And turn on that microphone if you can there at the bottom and adjust it however you'd like. There you go, sir. I'm going to go ahead and swear you in. If you please raise your right hand. Mr. Lyons, do you swear or affirm, sir, that the testimony you'll be giving in these proceedings will be the truth?
I do.
And for the record, sir, can you please provide us with both your first and last names and spell them?
Kristofer, Kristofer, Lyon, Lyon.
Ms. Watt, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Mr. Lyon, how are you employed?
I work as an investigator for the Public Defender's Office, and I'm also a digital forensics examiner for a consulting firm.
Can you tell me about your training and experience that gives you the ability to do the digital forensic analysis?
Sure. I started out with kind of the proprietary training, like with the companies that make software for digital forensics. So I have some training from Cellebrite, one of the main players. And then I have some what they call vendor neutral training, just like international organizations that teach on digital forensics, but aren't specific to a brand.
I didn't hear what was the last part that you just said?
And then I have training from like international organizations like IACIS that's vendor neutral.
And how long have you been doing this forensic analysis?
Hold on a second. Can you folks hear? All right. You can hear. Yeah, I should be clear what I'm asking. What you can hear. Yes. Can you hear the witness? All right. I'm going to ask that everybody sit tight. I'm going to go see if there's something I can do about this. There's no guarantees, but I will try. Feel free to stand, stretch. I'm just going to remind you of that admonition I've given you previously, but don't leave.
FER. Years.
What law enforcement agency did you work for?
I worked for two. Most of the time was University Heights Police Department, and then briefly for West Liberty Police Department.
Did you review phone data in this case?
Yes.
What did you all review? Did you review, I'll just shorten it, did you review Karina's iPhone 8?
Not in its entirety, but some of it.
Okay. What software did you use to review the phone?
Magnet Axiom, the kind of the portable version, not the full paid program.
Essentially, did you review what we were able to provide to you?
Yes.
How many, do you have a guess as to how many phones or information from phones you have reviewed in your career?
I don't keep a tally, probably 100 or more now.
Okay. Have you ever, in reviewing phones, have you had any, seen or noticed any signs of data loss?
Yes.
Tell us what data loss is.
So I guess it depends in what context we're talking. Mobile devices, we like to think we can download them and just get everything exactly as they are, everything on the phone. But to download devices, they're essentially hacks. Someone at some point kind of had to figure out a flaw in the phone to be able to hack into iPhones and download the data. So these companies use exploits or these kind of hacks to gain access to a phone. Apple doesn't tell these providers, these vendors, how to access all the data on the phone. So we kind of have to figure it out, and it's not a perfect science.
Okay. Is it the same case with Snapchat then?
Downloading Snapchat from the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, anything on the phone is,
Okay.
same thing applies.
So is it fair to say that we don't know exactly how we have some Snapchat information on a phone, but not all of it?
Right, there could be a lot of different reasons. Data in general could be missing. It might have been on the phone, but the software like Celebrate wasn't able to pull everything precisely as it was on the phone. Databases on phones, just the method for storing information clears things out when they're removed. It does things for space saving. It optimizes memory, so things kind of move around a lot.
So, may I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Showing you first what we've marked as Defense Exhibit L. Do you recognize this?
Yes,
What is that?
that's my CV.
So is this basically kind of like a resume or all the jobs you've held?
Right, resume of jobs and training.
Your Honor, at this time I'd ask to enter into evidence what we marked as Defense Exhibit L.
Any objection?
No objection.
Defendant's Exhibit L is admitted.
Then next I'm showing you what we've marked as Defendant's Exhibit K. Do you recognize this?
Yeah, it's a screenshot of that Magnet Axiom program we were talking about earlier.
And does this screenshot display data from Karina's Snapchat on here?
Yes.
Your Honor, we'd ask to enter into evidence what marked as Defendant's Exhibit K.
Any objection to K?
No.
Defendant's Exhibit K is admitted.
And permission to publish K, please.
You may. Are we, which,
This one.
okay.
Okay, so on Defendant's Exhibit K, what we're looking at, this is the software that we use to explore the phone, right?
Right.
And so this is a screen capture from what would be shown if we look at the Snapchat messages that were remaining housed on Karina's phone.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because it says here that there are 2,409 messages, right?
Right.
All right. And we've got some highlighted. Showing you Defendant's Exhibit B. So starting here in the middle, do what we see on the screen, the content of those messages, does it match these?
Yes, it looks like it.
And maybe I missed, I just want to be clear for the record. What you showed him was the Defendant's Exhibit B?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So then these being the messages retrieved between Houston Danker and Karina Cooper from the early morning of June 18th. What I want to know is what are those numbers in the middle?
So the column is kind of cut off, but that looks to be the message ID. It's kind of just an integer, a number assigned to messages in a database.
And does Snapchat assign message numbers to each message?
Yeah, the software does.
Okay. And so here we see numbers they're going in sequential order, right?
Mostly.
At least the ones that I have highlighted.
Looks like the one at the very bottom
Right.
isn't, but all the others are.
Okay, so the one at the very bottom, go, that is number 33897, and then the next message is 33984.
Yes.
Could that be data loss?
It certainly could be. In digital forensics, we like to test everything to understand how the software works. You know, there's no manual that says what this message ID is. But in general, with this kind of data, I would expect that to mean something's missing. And if I can just add, I haven't tested this. So normally I would like to test and be able to understand the mechanism. But in general, in databases, that would indicate something's not there.
I do not have any other questions, thank you.
Mr. Kodiaga, any questions?
Yes. And if we can just keep that up, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you. You just said you've not tested this, correct?
Correct.
So what you're testifying to this jury is something that you have not tested, you have no idea what it means, correct?
I wouldn't say I have no idea. I can understand the general principle of how it works in databases, but I haven't tested it for Snapchat.
You don't understand the mechanism, do you?
I understand the general principle of how databases work, taken training on that. But again, I don't know. I don't work for Snapchat. I haven't tested this precise mechanism.
Do you know that when sufficient time passes at Snapchat, the numbers keep adding up? So if a minute passes, the numbers will add up if there's no message at that point.
That could be true. I don't know it to be true.
Okay. And and as you said, you talked about data loss earlier on. Does data loss happen sometimes because someone deletes incriminating evidence?
Of course.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Anything further, Ms. Watt?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lyon. You may step down.